The Champions League action for the week is over. We just got a big win versus Atletico Madrid in the first leg, and we definitely need to carry that winning form into this weekend because we got a huge matchup on Sunday in La Liga at the Bernabeu, where Real Madrid will be taking on Rayo Vallecano. And you guys already know what I'm about to say. This is a must-win game. We cannot drop points. Our form in La Liga has been shit. The title race is heating up. We cannot fall behind Barca and Atleti because if we do not leave this weekend with 3 points, we may as well just write off the league. And I'm not ready to do that. Last time we played Rayo Vallecano, I believe they got a draw versus us. It damn near felt like a loss. And we're going to talk about all this during this match preview, right? Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and get in the comment section and let me know what you're saying for this matchup. But let's just get straight into it because we got to talk about Real Madrid. We're coming into this game third in the league. Look at our last 5 games. Only 1 win in our last 5 matches. Do you know how crazy that is? This is horrendous league form. This is one of Carlo Ancelotti's worst La Liga campaigns up until this point since he's been at Real Madrid. We've not been good enough. We've not been clinical. We've been fumbling the bag. We completely blew the lead that we had at the top. We were like 7 points clear a month or so ago, and then we fumbled it. We've allowed Barcelona to come back into it. We've allowed Atleti to overtake us because we can't take care of business. 26 games, 16 wins, 6 draws, 4 losses. I've seen more draws and losses in all competitions this season than I've seen in like the last 3. We need to fix up. And I do believe that we turn it around because we have to go on a run here, right? We've already kind of given the advantage to Barca. We've given the advantage to Atleti. And now those teams, they control their own destinies. We're going to have to rely on other people to take care of business against them. Now, looking at the last time that we played Rayo Vallecano, we got a 3-3 draw. And I'm not going to lie, this game pissed me off. Defensively, we were horrible. That back line was a disgrace. Fran Garcia, Tchouaméni, Rudiger, Lucas Vazquez were all shit. You got man like Johnny Sins, man like Mr. Clean, absolutely cooking us. NC Palzone got a goal, got an assist. And to be honest, I don't think that we're going to play as bad as we did defensively because right now, Raul Asensio will 100% be starting. But it just seems like every single time the ball gets put into the air this game, it's like our defenders just didn't know how to track the ball in the air. Every single time it was a corner or a cross or a free kick, we just couldn't man mark. I know Valverde scored a good goal, right? Rodrigo this game, he scored a good goal as well. I believe Arda Güler got 2 assists. I think Jude chipped in with the goal as well. But point is, it wasn't good enough. The performance, again, defensively, they let us down. I remember this game. I almost crashed out. So I want revenge. You can't let Rayo Vallecano take points off of you both times you play them. They got the draw when we went against them at home. But now we're going to need to turn up this game and show them why we are the best team in Spain, because that's what I believe that we are. But yeah, now last time we played them, they got the draw. It felt like a loss. Defensively, we were shit. Issy Palzone cooking us. I think Thibaut Courtois didn't really play the best either. That was one of his worst games of the season. But I do more so blame the back line for why we struggled. And I don't think that our back line is going to be that shit again. So let me know what you guys are saying about that form. Now, just looking at how we've been in general, right? We just beat Atletico Madrid, right? 2-1 in the first leg of the Champions League, round of 16, right? We did lose to Real Betis in our last league match, right? The last time that we won in the league was against Girona a few weeks ago, right? And then we got a draw versus Osasuna, right? If I keep going, we got a draw versus Atletico Madrid, right? If I keep going, we lost against Espanyol. It's just not good these last handful of games. We definitely have to fix up. And again, I'm hoping that we can just carry that momentum from the Madrid derby that we just had a few days ago into this game that we have against Rayo Vallecano, because it will be a very tough game. So let me know what you guys are saying for this match, and what do you think about Real Madrid's form? Now, looking at Rayo Vallecano, right? They are sitting 7th in the league. They're actually having a pretty decent season by their standards, right? They are in contention for a European spot, whether that's the Europa League or the Conference League. If they can continue the form that they've been on for a majority of this season, they'll more than likely be in Europe next season. So look, in their 26 games, they've only won 9. They've literally drawn 9 and they've lost 8. They have a +1 goal difference. And looking at their form over the last 5 games, they've only had 2 wins. They've lost twice, and then they've drawn once. And what's actually crazy is they are shit. In their last 5 games in the league, they have more wins than us. Now, they're looking at who they actually played against, right? So they drew against Sevilla in their last game. They lost to Villarreal. They lost 1-0 to Barcelona. Yeah, I remember that game, bro. Rayo Vallecano, they should have got something against Barcelona, but they weren't clinical, right? And Barca got a stinky 1-0. They beat Valladolid. They beat Leganés. They beat Girona. Yo, Girona have fallen off a cliff, bro. I'm trying to see. Have they gotten any big results? I mean, obviously, like the draw versus Real Madrid, that's a big result for them. But have they actually gotten a win versus any of the top 3? I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, they lost to Bilbao. 1 second, guys. Let's just run through this real fast. Nah, I don't think that they've gotten a win against any of. Nah, they didn't, because they lost 2-1 to Barcelona earlier as well. They didn't beat Atleti. So yeah, look, Vallecano are on decent form, right? They're sitting 7th in the table, and they've already shown us that they can give us problems. So it's definitely not going to be an easy game. And looking at the injuries that they have, right? It's a bunch of injuries here, to be honest. Now, I doubt all these players are going to be out, but a few of their big name guys are on this list. Most notably, Issy Palazón. They're saying that he has a knee injury. He might not be back until late March. I don't believe it. They're saying that Unai Lopez is also out might be out. Raúl de Thomas, nah, I doubt it. I think most of these players will be available for this game. So look, here's the injury updates for Rayo Vallecano, right? Let me know what you guys are saying for them if you do watch them. I've only watched them a handful of times this season, and they got a draw versus us, and then I seen them lose to Barcelona a couple of times. So look, if you do watch them, let me know, right? Maybe there's something that you can tell me that I don't. Now, talking about any updates that we have for Real Madrid, the first big news that we got to touch on is Jude Bellingham. He is back for this game. His suspensions are over, right? He missed 2 games in the league, and then he was also suspended in the first leg against Atleti. Now, we all know the red card that he got against Osasuna because he cursed at the referee, right? So he missed Girona, and he missed the game against Real Betis, right? Both games, right? We got the win against Girona, I believe. Actually, I don't even fucking remember, bro. Like, our form has just been so shit. What I do know is that we lost. We lost to Betis, and we didn't have Jude out there to help us, right? I believe that we beat Girona, and to be honest, these are games that we should be winning, even if Jude is available or not. He missed the Atleti game because he got a yellow card against Man City. So he wasn't available for that game. Now, he is going to be back for this match against Rayo Vallecano. That is a major boost to our midfield. And, you know, having Jude back, come on now, right? I expect us to cook this game. Now, looking at just the other updates that we have, right? Jesus Vallejo is injured, but it's irrelevant because the guy has only played 10 minutes this season. I don't think that we are going to see Jesus Vallejo ever again play for us. I think I think his contract runs out at the end of the season, right? And I don't blame him for not wanting to leave in January. Jesus Vallejo is shit, right? This guy is at Real Madrid. Why would he want to leave? If I was him, I would be milking this too. I'd run down my contract because his next club is probably going to be like Almira or fucking Real Valladolid. He's not going to get a big club again. So he's out injured for this game, more than likely. Doesn't matter. Danny Carvajal and Eder Militao, right? They both tore their ACLs. They're not going to be available until next season. And then we got Danny Ceballos, who I don't think is going to come back until May. So, look, 3 injuries that do hurt us, 1 injury that does not, but at least we got Jude coming back, and that is a huge positive. Now, let's get into my favorite part of every single match preview, and that is predicting the starting 11 that I think we will see for this game. Now, I know that we got a big matchup next week against Atletico Madrid, and ideally, it would be nice to rest some players. But unfortunately, because the La Liga title race is heating up, because it is literally a 3-headed race at the moment, we can't afford to rest players like that, right? We're going to have to put out a damn near full-strength squad. Now, I got us going out there in the 4-2-3-1, right? This is our best formation, in my opinion. And in goal, I think we're going to go Thibaut Courtois. At right back, I think you got to go Lucas Vazquez. I can't see Fede Valverde playing this match, right? Valverde is dealing with, some slight discomfort, and he missed the last 2 games before the Madrid derby, but he was available for that. Damn near dropped a man-of-the-match level performance at right back, and I think he needs to be our right back moving forward, but I think that we do need to rest him this game, right? I think Lucas Vazquez has to start. We have no other options at right back. So why would I go out there and play Valverde and then possibly risk him not being available against Atleti in that huge second leg? So I think Lucas Vazquez will be at right back. Now, as far as center backs are concerned, you got to start Raul Asensio, right? I don't think that Raul Asensio should ever be dropped ever again, right? We saw the last time that we dropped him, and we didn't really play that well, right? We lost to Real Betis. David Alaba looks washed. Rudiger is not looking like the same version of himself that we saw last season. Raul Asensio is our best defender. You cannot drop him. He needs to start this game. At left center back, I think that you got to go Rudiger. And then at left back, I think that Fran Garcia will start this game, right? Ferland Mendy's been on some pretty good form lately, but I feel like maybe you do have to rotate because Fran Garcia, he does give us something in attack, and I need Ferland Mendy fit because we're going to have to do a lot of defending against Atletico. So I would rotate there. Now, in the midfield, right, there's no Dani Ceballos due to injury. So I think that in this match, me personally, I think we're going to go Luka Modric to start in this game. And then I think next to him is going to be Tchouaméni, right? I think this will be the pivot right here. Luka Modric, him or Camavinga, right? They're going to be the ones that benefit the most from Dani Ceballos being out. And I just don't see him starting against Atleti on Wednesday. So I would prefer Camavinga to be starting just because I'd rather Luka Modric start against Atleti just so we can have a little bit more control in that midfield, right? Camavinga is not really having a good season. And he's been dealing with a lot of injuries. His form has just been very poor. But I just think Modric will start this game. I think right next to Tchouaméni, who's been a monster since going back into his natural position as a DM, right? Now, in the 10, Jude must come back into the starting 11, right? He's now available. Again, we missed him in our last 2 La Liga matches. He owes us a big performance. And he owes us in the Atletico game as well, right? Not having him there has definitely hurt us. So, yeah, I'm going Jude in the 10. I think that he scores this game, by the way. That's just a hot take. Or maybe it's not a hot take, but I think that he scores this game. I think that he has a very good performance. But yeah, Jude in the 10 for me. So that means Brahim Diaz will have to go back to the bench, even though he did have a good performance against Atleti. At right wing, you got to go, in my opinion, Rodrigo, right? Rodrigo had a very good game against Atleti, scored an early goal, was absolutely terrorizing Gallon, who was their left back. But for some reason, it's like the game plan just went away from Rodrigo, which makes no sense in my opinion. Now, left wing, Vinicius. Look, I know that Vinicius has had some pretty good second half performances, but I'm waiting for Vinicius to just have a dominant 90 minutes again, okay? Since this new year has started, Vinicius has been nowhere near the level that we expect for somebody that's supposed to win the Ballon d'Or, for somebody that is supposed to be the best in the world. He has been extremely mid. I've not been happy with Vinicius. So, look, hopefully he goes out there and his form starts to turn around. And then up top, gonna go Mbappe here. Right? Now, this is the starting 11 that I think Carlo Ancelotti will play versus Rayo Vallecano. Again, this is a must-win game, chat. We literally cannot afford to drop points. We've lost our last Laliga match against Real Betis. Barca and Atleti, they both won. We cannot fall behind. We have to try and keep up. We're still in the title race. It's just no longer in our hands. So the least that we can do is just keep winning and then hope that one of them drop points. But look, chat, get in the comment section, right? Let me know what you guys are saying for this game, right? Join the Discord. The link is pinned. And yeah, man, look, drop your score predictions. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. It's right there after you subscribe, right? And big game coming up this weekend, chat. Holla Madrid!